Surprise! I figured this. Everybody's got enough on their plate and enough in their head after this year for December. So I'll start putting the extendeds on Vimeo in January. But for this month, it's my holiday gift to you. Cool, huh? Okay, let's, here we are, high again. We'll just continue with the extended now. And starting with the lines above. Well, the yin line is rocking, so I think I was going to leave that one for the moment, and I would like to know a little bit more about the devil, and I want to clarify down here the devil also and see how they relate. But let's talk generally first about the cross-referencing. So this is a nice combination here. Feminine inspiration, masculine, creative, passionate urge to grow, to move forward. In the feminine's back pocket, in yin's back pocket, is the sense of taking action on the earth. Methodical action, albeit, but action just the same. And squaring that with a pretty good wherewithal in the yang. So, this is co-creative here. This is co-creative here. So this center point here, kind of in the center of everything, wants some attention. That's good. There's no burbles happening on the periphery of that, because that will allow a nice focus. Being able to simplify, get it down to taking care of first things first and minimizing the effects of other contributing factors while you just go visit the tough places, the places where perhaps there hasn't been truth. There's been the 1,000,001 ways of avoiding the truth going on. Time to stop that. Stop that, right? Okay. See what the cards want to say about the devil. Eight of Cups. Empress. King of Swords. Okay. Wow. So, perhaps neither of you are water signs, or you're stronger in a certain sense in other ways with water signs. Perhaps what I mean is your rising signs, your moon, and if it's moon down here, I can guarantee you that having a moon that is at play up here is not a bad idea. But it's all being driven by the Eight of Cups, right? So the love element is huge, the emotional element. And this can be a good time for you as a team in December, with the focus on the 21st, for you as a team to consider walking up to that higher ground. bring me a higher love, right? Well, is that what you want? If that's what you want, this is for you. Good timing for that. And just yin and yang, yin and yang. You can perhaps adopt the qualities of the Empress. Be the earth sign that has all that creativity going on. And live, be the king. Be a leader in this case with truth. Because there are some schools of thought out there that qualify this as dealing with false truths. So, here he comes, the king. And the Empress, well, she's just magnifico, right? Huge, big energy. And driven by the desire to grow. So, that seems to be the only rub up there. And if that's true, then what a bonus you guys have going for you already. If now's, and with the holiday season going on, that can bring some extra benevolence in terms of the feeling of togetherness, the feeling of partnership, support, the embracing, the vulnerability, the beauty. And now we move to, so take the ball and run with it, is what I'm saying. Take the ball and run with it. Okay. In here are vice versa cards, which means they're printed on both sides. And that means something to me as the reader, and I will try and convey that to you. And so I'd like to put one on each of these and see what it has to say. The Fool. The Four of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The Death card. Cool. Okay. Remember we were talking before about the sensitivity and the openness in order to be able to see this divine light that's lighting your path. Here is the person to take the step. Maybe there's some hesitation, some fear factor. Of course, I mean, especially with young relationships, there's a fear factor of trust. I mean, trust is something that's built over time. And if you haven't grown enough to trust one another, that's okay. And you can up the ante. You can take it to a new level. Maybe if there's something said like, I trust you, and the other party has a moment of hiccup or pause that might have the question behind it, is that true? Then this is the being who can take the step anyway. Because this Fool is all about belief. And because it's on the face of it, it's the front of the card, You're not in that frame yet as a team, but you can go in that frame. Whereas with the challenge, it looks like something's come up already in the Four of Cups that caused a bit of a questioning moment. To go here together is big potatoes. It's not like just, oh yeah, let's try that out, as an experiment. It's not an experiment. Like, life is not a rehearsal, right? So whatever it was that occurred that put you in the boat of the Four of Cups, that contemplative taking a pause moment, try and see, like in the Rider-Waite deck, try and see that hand reaching out with a cup from the cloud, offering you as your partnership a cup to move forward. And once again, leapfrog. Forewarned is forearmed. It's not like this is the end of the world or a big obstacle to success. This is just to know what you know and keep it in the view screen. Not as an obsession, not as a distraction, but keep it in the view screen because it matters to know it. What do they say? Keep your enemies close, or no, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Well, there's a case of it. And anytime the partnership, the blending of the energies is showing any kind of difficulty or confusion or obfuscation, then hearken back to the strengths that are here. Draw upon the beauty of the star card. Plug in to the energy of the night. Engage the energy of the Three of Wands. That's in your quiver, right? Your arrows to draw. This is the portal, folks. This is your strength, and it also equals the portal. I think it's kind of like the card that can be. This is you can plug and play this card as your trump card anytime, right? So what's this telling you? Because this is the card that says you've gotten a glimpse already of what's there for you, waiting after this transition. You've gotten a glimpse. But you haven't turned the wheel. And yet, this is what can turn the wheel for you. The reveal. Now there's your adventure. There's your mystery to go after. I mean, if you want to get excited about some kind of a sleuthing or, spelunking, going into the cave, to find out what's in there, go here. Go through this gentleman right here and see what's on the other side, because the reveal contains the energy enough and particular enough to turn the wheel, to change things, to erase any kind of condition that was here. And I have to say it out loud. The yang line is carrying a little bit of the energy here. Like, so if that could be an obstacle, if that's a problem that's getting in the way, then the idea is, through these love cups, convey the idea that turn it into a strength. Instead of it being a weakness or an obstacle, challenge of some sort, turn it into a strength. Move forward. Move forward with that kind of determination, right? So you see how you're drawing on these energies and positioning them, strategizing with them to make them your own. And what I'm liking about this is that going here through the moon, through allowing this internal transformation to take place, and perhaps given that it's a moon card, it might be a time where there can be some revealing of the familial, the upbringing, the formation of each of you as individuals from your childhood. Be willing to allow this crustacean to come up from the depths and talk about what's happened to get us here, to get me here, to get you here, that kind of thing. And last but not least, it's not new territory, is what this card's saying. That perhaps you got to this juncture before. That's the front, but this is telling me you've been there. Perhaps you got to this juncture before where you dealt with something that's come up again. And it's not new news. And that may be the key to you understanding it when you see it, because it'll be something that you've seen before. I like it. I find that water signs are positioned so well in December to do the December work. You'll have your own Santa's workshop, if you will. And you can go in there and you can make the toys of delight for your future. See you later. Thanks again for being here. Take care. Love y'all.